Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
I am Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Naturally, in our opinion, of course.
Brad, today we're going to talk about the top treatment for a groin pull or a pulled groin. Now, first off, a pulled groin, by the way, is generally just a pulled muscle. One of the muscles in your inner thigh.
Inner thigh, that's the groin.
Yeah, and as you get older, 40 and 50 and over, you can easily do this if you're still trying to play sports and all of a sudden you get that weekend injury. Now, the first thing you're going to do, before you even do this top treatment, you're going to ice it, you're going to get some rest, and you're also going to throw in some stretches, which we have on another video, and we're going to link to right now. Okay. All right, now we're going to do the top treatment, which is very simple. It's a deep massage, a deep friction-type massage. And what you're going to want to do, generally, where's this from?
That's a piece of paper.
Well, generally what you're going to do is you're going to pinch the muscle a little bit like this, and then you're going to take the finger and you're going to push it down like that. You're going to rub right across the painful area.
This is after it's not real tender and it's kind of, it's there and it prevents you, but it's not real tender.
It may be maybe even a couple days later.
Sure.
Yeah, if you start doing this and it really is tender and it just keeps getting worse and worse when you're doing the massage, it's too early.
Right.
What you'd like to see is that after you've done this maybe for a minute, it actually kind of nubs up, or maybe is getting a little bit better.
Sure. If
it's too tender right away, you just want to go ahead and slap that ice back on there again.
Yeah.
Now, generally, I want to show this on my calf too, just so you can get some contrast here, Brad. So, if I was massaging my calf muscle, what I'm going to do, and you can focus in on this again. I got the thumb kind of as an anchor here, and I'm pushing away from the thumb. Does that make sense, Brad?
Yeah, you're kind of like spreading things apart.
Right. So you kind of start with you're pinching the muscle together here, and then you're pushing away like this, and you really want to push hard. This is not something where you're just moving the surface of the skin. You're digging deep down because you're trying to break up scar tissue, which is, why don't we show, Brad, what generally happens with these injuries.
All right. Once again, we pull out our trusty whiteboard.
There we go.
Incredible skills and talents.
So this is the femur bone, which is the big bone right here, and this is one of the muscles that attaches to the inner thigh here, and then attaches up into your pelvis, and it pulls the leg in like this is what it does.
Right.
And that's why, again, when you injure these muscles, generally, if you squeeze your legs together, it's going to hurt in the inner thigh, or if you bring your leg way out and stretch it, it's going to hurt a little bit. So what happens with a groin pull is you basically have a minor tear generally. There's grades. You can maybe have a major tear to the point where you actually have to have surgery. Not too common.
Right.
It's more often just a minor tear. And the tear often occurs either in the belly of the muscle, which is the thick part, or the tear occurs right where the muscle becomes a tendon. The muscle always narrows up and becomes a tough fibrous tendon. The third area that it could happen is right where the tendon attaches to the bone. The most common one is either this one or this one, right in the muscle belly or right at the tendon where it becomes tendon. So when you're doing your massage, you're going to find the area that's tender, and generally you can get to it because it's not way up in the groin, it's just right more often in the muscle belly itself. What you're trying to do here is you're trying to break up scar tissue. Scar tissue, when it starts to lay down, it lays down in an erratic fashion. If you're not doing anything to it, like you said, a cobweb, right, Brad? And this is the problem with this. When it lays down in an erratic fashion, every which way like this, it's not very strong. So what happens is it starts to heal. You go out and try to do something again. You re-injure it. It actually breaks open in that spot. So the massage is going to do. It's going to help realign those fibers so they're more parallel, and they're actually going to be stronger. And it's going to get more blood flow there, so they're going to heal stronger. Yeah. So that massage breaks up the scar tissue, realigns the fibers, gets blood flow into it, and it's going to make it stronger. So the next time you go out and try to do your activity, it's not going to break open again and start all over again from the start.
Right.
How long do you want to do this, Brad? You can do this, believe it or not, up to 20 minutes. Most of you are not going to be able to do it that long. You're going to fatigue.
Your hands are going to get tired.
So you can do it even for 5 minutes. You can do it, when you do it for 20 minutes, you can do it twice a week, and generally this thing's going to get better in a couple of weeks or 4 weeks at the most. But if you're doing it more often, and that's fine. You can do it 5, 6 times. You can do it every day if you want.
Sure.
If it's not too sore.
If you do it, it responds well to it within, the next day or that later on that day, it's feeling better. It's a green light. You can do it again.
Yep, and start doing your stretches that we had linked earlier along with this. So, anything else, Brad?
No, I think it's an excellent technique, and what else can we say?
Yeah, let's get rid of that nagging groin pillow. Now, there's another whole video we could do on how to get rid of a naggy spouse, but I'll let you.
Well, that's another story.